Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Gaudet Field here in Middletown, Rhode Island, where the Salve Regina University Seahawks are set to take on the Engineers of WPI in a non-conference field hockey matchup. Hello again, and welcome. I am Andrew Pizzelli, bringing you the call here tonight. The Seahawks 6-2 on the season. That is the same record as well for the Engineers, but both of these teams coming into tonight off of very different Saturday results. The Seahawks a difficult 7-0 defeat at the hands of Endicott College in a Commonwealth Coast Conference matchup here on Saturday. Meanwhile, the Engineers, who had a 5-game winning streak snapped last week by Worcester State, they topped Mount Holyoke 5-1 this past Saturday. Sophomore Emily Solicito tallied her first 2 collegiate goals, and senior Lauren DeShong chipped in with a goal and assist in that game to help the Engineers improve to 6-2. 7th home game of September here for Salve Regina. 7th and final home game. Such a front-loaded home schedule here for the Seahawks. They'll have 3 straight road games after tonight, but a chance to send themselves off well. In net for WPI, we'll see the junior M.C. Shea making her first start of the season, just her 3rd appearance. She'd only played in 2 other games. Meanwhile, for Salve Regina, Olivia Butler, the senior from Sandy Hook, Connecticut, makes her 9th start. Her record 6-2 to match the Seahawks record as well. And we're underway here on a rainy and dreary night here in Middletown. No wind, which is a shocker for Gaudet. But the rain should stop here shortly. We had some really crazy thunderstorms here earlier in the afternoon. Engineers with it out on the wing, and then a foul. Gives it back to Salve Regina. Taken back by the Engineers. Hard entry is picked off. Seahawks looking to carry it out. Led with at midfield, pushes it across. Levy. Here's Bedrosian, and it goes through her feet out of play. Robinson plays it all the way back. Engineers with it at midfield. Little flip pass deflected by Ledwith. And then she gives it right back. Skip down the left wing side. Rausch looking to center in front. Tipped on the goal. That one loose in front. Seahawks trying to clear it. Hop towards the cage again, and they score. Lauren DeShong, the senior. .13:05 to go here in the first, and it's 1-0 WPI. For DeShong. 6th goal of the year. Bedrosian wanted to carry it up the right-hand side. That was knocked away. Soriano. Now DeShong plays it all the way across on the far side. Mon. Here's DeShong again. Around Hansen, looks to slide it in front, picked off by Dubuque right in front of the cage. She looks to hop it away from trouble. And a foul here against the Engineers. 1-0 WPI. Hussey spinning at midfield. She is fouled. Near side, Bedrosian. Looking to run up the right side. Seahawks will keep it. Led with along the near side at the 25. Will look to put it in. Wanted to thread the needle to Bedrosian. That's deflected. Ball still up for grabs. Hussey looking to turn the corner right side. Dancing with Robinson. Now Timms trying to back away and looks to throw it to the left side. Bedrosian trying to settle it down in front. Parker trying to get to it. Thrown towards the cage. And they score. That one in a crowd. We'll have to try and see if we can get you a look at a replay. You had Timms and Hussey in there as well. It's anyone's guess. But for now, the more important part is it's 1-1. So the Seahawks answer back after surrendering a goal in the first 2 minutes. Led with across to Bedrosian. Out in front, Parker looking to turn it on the backhand. That one is saved. Her follow-up shot thrown towards it again, trickling off to the side and punched in by Bedrosian. Seahawks take the lead. Hanson. Midfield. Parker now looking around. Gives it up into the corner. Chasing after it is DeShong. Along the end line. Being harassed by Kristen Wales, and the foul called against the Engineers. Hanson rolls it up to Hussey. Her pass deflected back and taken by WPI. Top of the arc, DeShong able to get around. One player throws it on the cage, and Butler makes the big save. DeShong able to get around Dubuque, but Butler right there. Parker couldn't get it out to Timms. Hussey stands up and takes it away. Looked to play it into space. You had Timms way ahead of the field if the Seahawks could have gotten it to her. Back the other way come the Engineers, but that pass off the mark and out of play. Ball loose in the slot. 1-on-3, and a corner coming here. Looked like Kelsey Wilkinson on the inside. We'll see who the Engineers decide to send into the corner. First corner of the game. And it is going to be Eliza Dutson, the excellent freshman. Dutson, the team leader in goals. Slid to the top of the arc. That one deflected inside. DeShong trying to throw it on the cage. Butler finds it and boots it. And now another corner coming. Should be Dutson again heading to the corner, and it is. And this time she is going to go to the left corner. Dutson all the way up top. Slid in front, DeShong turning, firing, and she scores. Off the feed from Kelly McAneen.
WPI goal scored by number 4, Lauren DeShong.
So a high-scoring first quarter. 8:15 to go, and we've already got 4 goals. DeShong now playing one into space, looking to get Dutson involved. And it's dropped on back. Hussey looking to take it away, able to draw a whistle. Parker on the far side loses it out of play. Again, it's a light rain here right now. We had much heavier rains and thunder and lightning earlier this afternoon, even some hail. Expect this to move out sometime here in the first quarter. Could get gnarly again later, but we should be long gone by then. Here's Hussey out at midfield. Runs off her stick. DeShong has to range bat for it. That kind of slows up the rush here. And now she'll slide it across to the far side. Seahawks trying to pressure from behind. The pass will get over the end line and out of play. Another whistle here against the Engineers. Into the middle. Hansen trying to turn. She is fouled. Near side, Bedrosian. Able to get it through to Timms. Timms now all alone in the right wing corner. Trying to work on Natalie Moan. And it's poked out of play. Seahawks will keep it at the 25. 5:43 to go in an exciting first quarter. Here's Ledwith. Out to 25. She'll walk it forward. Hard pass up to the top of the arc. Racing in is Kaylin McHugh trying to get it to the inside. Timms with the backhand pass into the slot. That's knocked away. Dutson out on the wing. Fires it out to midfield. Engineers give it back to Salve, but at least get it away from trouble. Kristen Wales tied up. She lost it on the far side. She pokes it out of play. WPI will keep it with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Game tied at 2. Hopped back to Hussey. Delays and now gives it up to Bedrosian. Dribbling up the right side. Bedrosian has some space. Wanted to fire it in towards Ledwith. That's taken back by Robinson. Double team in the corner. And a whistle here going against WPI. Salve keeps it. Ledwith from the corner. Out top to McHugh. Looks to slide it inside. That's blocked and taken by the Engineers. Near side pass intercepted. Hussey. And then she is whistled, and it will go back to WPI. Lifted aerial out to midfield. Bounces away from Levy. Dutson able to get it off the bounce. And now cuts inside. Eliza Dutson. Broken up. Elizabeth Clark wanted to move it away. Dutson now chasing after it. Levy moves it across now to Lauren Foster near side. Here's Bedrosian. Stepping up and taking it away are the Engineers. Throwing it into the slot. Ball bouncing away. Fed out of bounds. Engineers will keep it. That was Jaden Soriano who started all that, and she's the one who moves it out of the corner now. Meinhold trying to get it back to Soriano. Poked out of play by the Seahawks. And Bedrosian will knock it off the foot of Soriano. So Salve will get it back. 2:51 to go in the first quarter. Meinhold with it now. Blitz by Foster. Moving to her left. She'll walk it into the corner. Seahawks flash the double team. Back out onto the wing. Entry inside. Trying to turn with it again is Deschong. Able to get to her forehand. Ball blocked again in a corner. It has been Eliza Dutson, the one entering the corners. And it will be once again. And she will take it into the right corner. Dutson goes short side. Delays and now moves it to the right side. Meinhold waiting. She fires it inside and it goes wide. Three corners so far for the Engineers. Rausch. Can't get it away from Wales in the corner. Shannon Kennedy trying to back her way up the far sideline. Seahawks will keep the ball. Slidden through towards LaFave. That's picked off by WPI. 1:15 to go in the first, and then that is Meinhold who just lost an edge out on the turf. It's been raining all day, so it's going to be slick now. Luckily for both teams, brand new turf here at Gaudet this year. If this was last year, as the turf gets up in age, when it rains, it can turn into a hockey rink. But gorgeous renovations here at Gaudet. And probably helping both teams here today with the rain we've had, which is still coming down. Softly up the right-hand side, fired on the goal and wide. Straight through the slot and out the other side. "20 seconds to go in the quarter. Seahawks with it and in no rush. Bedrosian taps it forward, taken away by Robison. Moan spinning out in the logo, plays it up to the top of the arc inside, and that'll do it for the quarter. So WPI strikes first. The Seahawks respond with 2 of their own. The Engineers answer, though, as well, and we are tied at 2-1. We will take a short break and be back with the call of the second quarter. You're watching non-conference field hockey action on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back. Welcome back to Gaudet Field. Start of the second quarter. Game tied at 2 here between Salve Regina and WPI. I am Ada Pizzelli bringing you the call here tonight. The rain continuing to fall here at the field. Well, we've got a decent crowd. Fans come out to see this one tonight, even through the elements. Timms would have had a chance to go off to the races with that one instead. And we'll go back to the Engineers. Seahawks moving left to right here in this quarter. Ball bounced in front. That one blocked. And Dubuque standing in the way. Seahawks moving left to right in the home blues. WPI moving right to left. Road whites with red trim. Near side Bedrosian now. Angling out to midfield, trying to spin it on the backhand, and instead loses it. And the Engineers look to run, and they have numbers here. But a good job by Dubuque slowing up Meinhold for a moment. Ball up to the top of the arc for a hard shot that Butler saves. That's DeShong from distance. Into the corner. Robinson. Down the left side, Soriano turns, looks to center it. That one in front, flicked away, kept in by Soriano. Seahawks with it now, trying to run it out. And the rain picking up again. Really coming down now. Natalie Moan to the top of the arc, far side. Trying to sneak it past Hansen. And Hansen called for the foul. This was going to be the deal all night. We're supposed to have these little scattered showers and downpours. In the midst of one right now. Again, thrown on the net from distance. And Butler there to boot it away. DeShong trying to turn. Can't get it on the net. Seahawks flick it out. But another corner coming. And once again, Eliza Dutson, a freshman from Woodstock, Connecticut. Leading point scorer for the Engineers as freshman. He's already been in NUMAC Offensive Player of the Week. Not a Rookie of the Week, Offensive Player of the Week. Goes short side. That one loose in the slot. Seahawks trying to dig it out. And a whistle on the inside. Out of play. Engineers turn it over with 11:06 to go in the second quarter. So it looks like this should have been the last heavy downpour. Here's Hussey. Hesitates, gives it up to Ledwith. Sprinting up the middle. And able to run right out of a double team. Pushes it in front for Parker now. Up the left-hand side. Parker stops just inside the arc. And a whistle will give it back to WPI. Trunfio racing, trying to track it down in the corner. And the Seahawks take it back. Trunfio. Hard entry. Spun on the net by Timms. And that one absorbed up high by Soriano. Blocking the shot. Trunfio able to dig it out at the 25 for Salve. Dutson sprinting, though, to take it back. Dutson bumped into and fouled. Engineers will keep it. Meinhold out of the 25. Ready to start things for the Engineers. She'll walk it back. Top of the arc. Hops it inside towards DeShong. And Hansen standing strong in there against her. Able to force the turnover. Engineers take it back. Looking for Dutson. Butler kicks it away out to the wing. Seahawks hurl it back out to midfield, but the Engineers will keep possession. Then Timms able to poke it away. Timms now turns inside. Timms around two Engineers. Timms to the net with a shot and a save made by Shea. What an individual effort by Timms. And a great job defensively by MC Shea against Eliza Timms. Your first start, and here comes the 16th ranked goal scorer in the nation. That is a critical sequence to write down. And coming with 7:45 to go in the second. Lauren DeShong up the right side, watched by Wales. And a whistle will give it back to Salve. DeShong called at the top of the arc. Game tied at 2. 7 minutes to go in the second. So back and forth first quarter. It was Lauren DeShong scored first. And then Eliza Timms and Hannah Bedrosian very quickly gave the Seahawks a 2-1 lead, and then DeShong with her second off a corner tied the game at 2. 7 minutes in. Here's DeShong now on the far side. Able to split two Seahawks. DeShong now stutter step up near the arc, lost it. Out on the far side. Grace Parker looking to move it to Trinfio. And the Seahawks will give it back with 6 minutes to play in the first half. Hussey gives it away at midfield. Seahawks defense converges. Dubuque bats it over to Hussey. And again, Hussey can't navigate midfield. Seahawks give it back to the Engineers. Dubuque wanted to get it to Wales instead. Natalie Moan moves it up the far side into the corner. Looking to get it in front to Dutson. Moan back to her right, watched by Wales, right along the end line, trying to walk it in front, and we'll get a corner. Fifth corner for the Engineers, none yet for Salve. And it's Dutson once again who will take it into the corner left side, and she will enter it into play. All the way up top. Settle down for a shot. That is blocked. Wales trying to pick it free near side. Robinson, Dutson now off to the side of the cage. Her shot on a crazy angle scores. Robinson got it to Dutson, who was just along the end line, and she went far post and in.
WPI goal scored by number 10, Eliza Dutson.
Engineers retake the lead. First goal of the second quarter. And back and forth we go. Engineers on top. 4:28 to go. DeShong. Near side now to Dutson. She had space. Looks to throw it in front. Wanted to try and hit, I think that's Soriano on the move. Instead, tied up in the corner, and it will go back to Salve Regina. And that was Kelsey Wilkinson on that last run there for the Engineers. Ball deflected out. Seahawks will keep it. Dubuque grabs the loose ball. Lefebvre runs off of her stick. DeShong, little crossover move, able to get around Dubuque. Trying to feed it up the right-hand side, but Levy takes it away. Hard entry. Butler will deflect it out. That was Lauren Meinhold trying to get it in front to create that opportunity. And she'll have it now out at the 25. Top of the arc. Tied up and a corner. Sixth corner of the night for WPI. They scored on their last one. So we've seen them go short. We've seen them go far. Last two times they've gone straight up top, moving it to Kelly McKechnie. Back up top. Meinhold shot. That's blocked by Wales. Loose on the right side. Backhand shot thrown towards the net. Dutson trying to squeeze it in. And I think you had Sophie Beauchesne in there to make a defensive save. But another corner. Up top, McKechnie to Meinhold, and her shot goes wide. Turned over to Dutson. Wanted to get it in stride to DeShong. Timms collects it at midfield. Down the line for Bedrosian. And taken away there for a moment by Robeson. Minute and a half to play here in the second quarter. Beauchesne with it for Salve. She just saved a goal. The ball had gotten behind Butler. And Dutson wanted to try and jam it in. Dutson with it now. And Bedrosian takes it away from behind. 58 seconds to go in the second. Led with. Bedrosian trying to take it away from Meinhold. Had it for a moment, then lost it. Given right back to Ledwith near side. Hemmed in along the sideline now. Bedrosian angling out to Lefebvre out at midfield. Trying to run to daylight, and it's taken back by the Engineers with 25 seconds to go in the corner. Deschamps sprinting up the left-hand side and trying to run straight towards the net is called for the offensive foul. Once again, that's Abby Dubuque standing in there to take the hit. Final seconds of the quarter, and that'll do it. So the Engineers score the only goal here in the second. Back and forth we go, and WPI, who led to start, will lead here at the half by 1. And we will take a break as we have reached halftime. WPI leading Salve Regina 3-2. We'll take a break. Be back with the call of the second half. You're watching non-conference field hockey action on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back.
Hi, my name is Jen Foster. I'm the head field hockey coach here at Salve Regina University. This coming fall will become my 16th year here at Salve Regina. Our team remains very competitive in the Commonwealth Coast Conference. The past 6 seasons we have made it to the semifinal game. Not only does our team succeed on the field, we also set the bar very high in the classroom. The past 15 years we have earned the NFHCA National Academic Team Award. And in the last decade alone, we've had 57 players receive individual honors. My expectations for our players are to be strong student athletes. We really encourage them to have strong time management skills and set priorities. I look for players who are self-motivated and disciplined and have a true passion and a team-first attitude. Team culture is something we really stress within our program, and we expect to recruit players that exhibit these behaviors. If you're interested in playing at Salve, I encourage you to fill out our online recruit profile. You then can follow up with an email including any video footage or coach recommendations you may have. I also encourage you to let us know of any summer showcases or tournaments you will be playing at. I will be directing 2 summer camps here at Salve, and I encourage prospective players to attend. I hope after hearing this you'll want to be a Salve Seahawk, and I look forward to hearing from you.
solutions for 2021 are to continue to see our student athletes excel in the classroom, continue to be strong community members reaching out to others, for us to see more of our family, friends, and alumni, and to give every student athlete a chance to win a championship. I wear this so that I remember what our true potential is. Our main goal is to be together in person, cheering on our Seahawks as they compete. Each one will have an opportunity to win a championship and have personal bests. In 2021, I hope to see you here cheering on our Seahawks. Stay well, be healthy, go Seahawks.
Welcome back to Gaudet Field. Start of the third quarter here between Salve Regina and WPI. The Engineers leading the Seahawks 3-2. WPI struck first. Lauren DeShong made it 1-0 very early on. Salve then answered with 2 unanswered goals, both from Hannah Bedrosian. That's what we've been informed from the sideline, but as we know, those things are always subject to change. So for now, it's 2 goals for Bedrosian. We had initially had Timms and Bedrosian. But then DeShong scored again to make it 2-2. And then the Engineers scored the only goal of that second quarter. And it's Eliza Dutson from Samantha Robison. And that is the score right now, 3-2. And the Engineers, 13-5 shot advantage, 8-4 in shots on goal, 7-0 in penalty corners. Timms gets tied up at midfield and called for the foul. Engineers now moving left to right here in this second half. As I said earlier, wearing their road whites with the red numbers and trim. Seahawks moving right to left. And the home blues with the white letters and numbers. Salcedo moves it into space. Dutson trying to push it in front. And the whistle here is against Salve. Rachel Drasser in the corner. Wanted to move it to the arc. Foul here on Ledwith. Drasser now slides it in front. Trying to turn with it. Throw it softly towards the net. And Dubuque able to stand in there and take it away. Ball still up for grabs. Dubuque looking for an outlet. And it's last touch by WPI. Grace Parker near side. Pressured by Dutson and Drasser. Wales picked off by Drasser. She plays it into the corner. Seahawks will take it back. Dutson, though, applying the pressure. Drasser takes it away. Tronfio in the corner, along for Grace Parker. Salcedo disrupts that. Ball moved up high. Levy wants to get it hard out to midfield towards Timms. And Timms knifes in and takes it away. Pops it in the air to herself. And now will carry up the far side and draws a foul. Here's Bedrosian at the arc. Natalie Moan. Seahawks drop it on back defensively. Here's Wales now. Dutson in her way, and Wales will lose it out of play. 10:48 to go in the third. Engineers leading 3-2. Natalie Moan. DeShong. Throws it in front. Bounces off a player up near the top of the arc. Loose in the slot once again. Seahawks trying to carry it from trouble. DeShong, though, takes it away in the corner. Foul on the inside against Hansen. Rachel Drasser. Right wing corner here. Back to Dutson. Throws it towards the cage. DeShong able to tip it on the net, and Butler kicks it away. Wales off of Dutson. The Engineers will take it back. Meinhold up top, trying to float it inside. That one's knocked away. Bounced up high, and a corner. 8th corner of the night now for WPI. And it will be Dutson again. She'll be the one to put it in play from the left wing corner. Shot is blocked. Rebound still loose. Dutson trying to get it on the net. Blocked in front by Hansen. Loose again, thrown on the net, swatted out of the air, but they score. Lauren DeShong. The hat trick goal for DeShong. And that makes it 4-2. Looked like Butler maybe had a chance to get a piece of that one in the air, but Lauren DeShong, the senior, not to be denied. And now the Seahawks find themselves down 2. 3 unanswered goals for WPI. And the Engineers capitalizing on their corners. 8-0 the corner advantage. 8.5 to play. Wales takes it away from Drasser. Lefebvre look to turn at midfield, and Natalie Moan will take it away there. DeShong wanted to carry down the middle. Dubuque with the steal. Near side Trinfio. Hopped off Grace Parker, and will get out of play right at midfield. Led with. Able to rake it free. Her pass deflected towards midfield. Engineers will keep it in. DeShong on the left side, trying to back her way in along the end line. Trying to get to the forehand. And it ricochets all the way out to the top of the arc. Moan. Left in front. Turning. That one knocked away in front. Ball still up for grabs right in front of the net. Poked out of play and a corner. 9 corners now for WPI. They've just been more active in front of the net and able to keep the ball in. Seahawks have had scoring chances, just not able to sustain possession. And it's somebody new out there in the corner this time. Instead of Dutson, it's Salcedo. Up to the right side. Ball loose in front. Scrambled on the net, and they score. That could be Salcedo or DeShong again. My, oh, my. 5-2, WPI. Four unanswered goals for WPI. And for the moment, that goal being given to Emily Salcedo. But in the crowd, it could easily be DeShong's 4th. We'll have to see if we get word from the scores table. Here's Drasser moving it up top. Engineers in control now. Meinhold. Tried to loop it inside. Out in the wing, Drasser keeps it in, throws it into the high slot. Turning is DeShong, wanting to get to the forehand, pushes it on the net. Save made by Butler. Not able to get it out, and a corner. Last time it was Salcedo who they sent to the corner, and that's who they'll send again. And it is Salcedo who scored that last corner goal. She'll enter it from the left side. Up top, stopped by Moan, slid across. Left side, thrown towards the net and wide. Off the stick of Zoe Januszewski. .454 to go in the third quarter. Moan takes it away. Top of the arc left side. Seahawks had it for a moment, given back to the Engineers, who have tilted the field this way here in the third quarter. Meinhold off the quick restart, trying to throw it in front. Butler there to knock it away, and then they score. That looks to be Abigail Rausch. With 4:26 to play in the third quarter. And the Engineers have pulled away. Seahawks trying to take it away out at midfield. DeShong through the entry inside. Seahawks will just fire it out of play. Engineers keep it on the near sideline. 3:26 to go. Drasser. Entry to DeShong. Looks to slide it in front. Hansen will deflect it out of play. Engineers will have it out at the 25 with 3 minutes to go in the third. All WPI right now. Meinhold again on the entry. Broken up by Dubuque. And a foul here against WPI. Eliza Timms sprinting onto a ball on the far side, off and running. Has Hussey to the front of the net. Timms tripped up from behind. And we're going to get a corner here. The first for Salve of the game. It's usually Bedrosian, and that is who it is, who will be in the corner left side. Bedrosian will enter it from the left side of the cage. Up to Trinfio. Her shot deflected by the Engineers. Timms in front, throws it on the net. And a whistle inside. Bedrosian takes it away. Seahawks trying to answer here and keep this one from snowballing away. Here's Timms up at the top of the arc, and she's whistled for the foul. Kristen Wales, near side to Trinfio. Into the corner to Hussey. Wanted to turn back to the inside. She draws a foul. Will keep on going. Trying to lean in against Salcedo. Now Hussey up top on the entry to Timms, just inside the arc. Timms on the backhand wanted to get it in front where Bedrosian was ranging. And another corner here for Salve. So after not having a corner for almost 3 quarters, the Seahawks have back-to-back possessions with a penalty corner. Bedrosian will enter it once again, this time from the right corner. Going to go short to Trinfio. She winds up, fires that one blocked in front. Timms trying to put it through the 5-hole. Fired on the net, and they score. No, they'll wave it off. They will wave it off. So 2 near misses. Here's Hussey trying to take it away. Hussey with the open net. She rings it in and she scores. No doubt about that one. And we have to give you a second look at that. Hussey taking that away. What a goal. What an effort. Timms plays it down the right side. Bedrosian trying to run onto it. Moan there to knock it away. Ledwith almost intercepted on the far side and not able to get a piece of it, so it actually ends up going off the Engineers. Salve will keep it. Big push here to end this quarter for Salve when things were not going their way. Final seconds. Seahawks want to get something in towards the net. Hussey out at the top of the arc, trying to hop it in front, but that'll do it for the quarter. So the Engineers pulled away, it seems so, but the Seahawks not done yet. A good close, final closing minutes of that third quarter. They do get a goal on the board, but the mountain is still high to climb. They'll need 3 goals in the fourth quarter. And we will take a break and be right back to the action here from Gaudet Field. You're watching non-conference field hockey action on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back. Welcome back to Gaudet Field. Start of the fourth quarter between WPI and Salve Regina. The Engineers 3 goals in the third quarter. Seahawks did answer late, though, to make this a 3-goal game and give themselves a chance. Last touch by Salve. Engineers will keep it. Drasser down the line right side. Watched by Wales. Trying to hop it in front. Hansen there to take it away. And a whistle here against Salve. Natalie Moan turns on the backhand, throws it towards the cage. And this will go back to Salve Regina. (21-7), the shot advantage for WPI. 10-2 in corners. It was 10-0 until late in that third. And the Seahawks were able to get some things going. But they spent most of the quarter here on their own end of the field. Whistle on the inside. This will go back to Salve. 13:08 to go in the fourth. See if the Seahawks can keep that momentum they had at the end of the quarter. Here's Timms wanting to sprint up the right side, and she does. Timms accelerates to the arc. Now stops, draws a foul, and we're going to get a card. A yellow card issued here. And that'll be issued to Kelly McKechnie. Near side Wales. Touched into the corner by Hussey. Timms at the top of the arc, back to Hussey. On the entry, ball loose in the corner. Taken by the Engineers and then just flung out of play by Emily Salcido. 12:05 to go. Seahawks have time, but they have to capitalize on their opportunities. Trinfio taken away by Timms. Timms bumped at the top of the arc on the restart. Backhand into the slot, picked off by Moan. And she'll lift it out to midfield, back for Wales. Wales has it wedged free. Hansen trying to jump in. She'll keep it alive for Salve. Right in front of the Seahawk bench, Rausch. And the whistle here will go Salve's way. Hussey trying to quickly get it to the far side for Bedrosian. Now here's Timms. Timms trying to harden play it in front. Had Parker there. Instead it will go out of play. Timms picks it out of the air. Plays back to Ledwith. Out on the wing. Far side of the field, Ledwith now will gain the line. Look to fire it inside. Timms trying to back her way in a corner. Hannah Bedrosian will walk out to the far corner, right side of the cage to put it in. Up top to Sam Levy. She waits, fires, that one deflected. Bounce, Timms trying to grab it out of the air. And we will have another corner. Bedrosian up top. Levy, once again, her shot blocked, deflects high in the air. And then the Engineers throw it out onto the wing. Hansen keeps it in for Salve. Trying to get it to the entry to Hussey. That's knocked free. Wales out high once again. Hussey gets it towards the net. Timms trying to rake it away from Robeson, and she will float it out of play. Seahawks will get it back, but a big defensive stop there for WPI. Left wing side. Trunfio trying to get it through, and Shea boots it away from Parker, who was camped out in front. Now the Engineers look to counter. Rausch. Couldn't get past Maggie Hansen. 9:33 to go in the fourth. Trunfio. Back to Wales. All the way back to Dubuque now. Hansen tips it to midfield. Hansen once again off the deflection. Draws a foul. Near side now, Trunfio. Down the line, and Parker will keep it in. Led with. Trunfio will start this just inside the 25. Waiting, touches it to Lefebvre. She turns and fires it, and it's blocked. Dutson flies one up the field, and it bounces right to Lauren Deschong. Deschong stops just inside the arc, fires it in front. Loose there, and a corner coming here for WPI. And they'll send Salcedo out again. In the corner, left side. Up top, McKechnie out for a shot. That is blocked. Ball loose in the high slot. Thrown out to the wing, and Trunfio with it safely for Salve. Given right back, though, to Rausch. She carries out of play. And another corner. Up top, Moan leaves it. McKechnie again. Left side for the shot. That's blocked. Thrown on the cage, and they score. Yeah. And they'll wave that one off. My mistake. Had a couple of those here tonight. And that was Deschong looking for her fourth. So both sides have had goals taken away. Here's Roche. Straight down the line with Wales. Throws it in front. Loose there. And this time they do score. That looks to be Alexandra Wolf. So she gets the goal back to push it back to a 4-goal game. So just like the Seahawks had a goal taken away, and Hussey was able to get it anyways. Same here for the Engineers. Slid in front. Butler racing out to boot it out to the arc, but not out. DeShong turns, fires. Butler the save. Rebound thrown out to the wing. DeShong keeps it in, throws it in front once again. And a corner. It's all coming with 6:06 to go in the fourth. Salcedo will enter it from the left wing side. All the way up top to Moan, left from McKechnie. Slidden across one side, left side again. Thrown in front. Butler makes the save. That was Robeson with the shot. .535 to go in a 4-goal game. Here's Bedrosian. Has Parker and Lefebvre sprinting with her. Foul here against WPI. Entry deflected out. Last touch by Salve. Engineers will get it back. 4:55 to go in the fourth. Salve had a good close to that third quarter after falling behind 6-2. Had some momentum coming into the quarter, but you were not going to be able to play even. You had to keep the Engineers off the scoreboard. And just too many corner opportunities and prolonged possessions. 13-4 the corner chances. 25-11 the shot advantage here for the Engineers. Ball knocked away from Timms, trickling towards the net. And a corner here for Salve with 4:08 to play. It'll be Bedrosian from the left corner up to Trinfio. Her shot, that's blocked. And then lifted out onto the wing by the Engineers. Clock continues to run. 3:47 to go in the fourth. what has been a strong performance here from WPI. Natalie Moan on the run. Carrying towards the net. Deflected out. And a corner here for the Engineers. Their 14th corner of the night. And this all coming with 3:32 to play. Salcedo will enter it from the left side of the cage. McKechnie, back again to Robeson, delays, fires it, she scores! Samantha Robeson makes it 8-3. With 3:18 to play. Largest lead for WPI. Trinfio. Timms whistled for the foul. Trinfio takes it back on the left side. And she touches it with her foot. It'll go back to the Engineers. Drasser battling in front of the Seahawks bench. Seahawks trying to keep it in. Wales tangling with Simonian. Elizabeth Clark feeds it out to midfield. Jaden Parada deflected out by Dubuque. Minute and a half to play in the fourth. Engineers with the ball and a 5-goal lead. Meinhold moves it to the arc. Dubuque stepping up to take it away. Whistle here against WPI. Seahawks have it with 1:13 to play in the fourth. Timms. A little too aggressive there, trying to take it away. Rachel Drasser. Timms able to rip it free. Lefebvre has Hussey way up ahead. Tried to get the pass through, but it's deflected and taken by Salcedo. Hussey once again. This time to Lefebvre, who spins. Kira Spedden bumped and fouled on the far side with 30 seconds to play. Ledwith. Her entry deflected and stolen. And the Engineers can just run out the clock with 15 seconds to play. That's exactly what Lauren DeShong is trying to do on the far side. Knocked away with 2 seconds, and that will do it. WPI comes into Middletown. They have a big-time performance here today. What a night for Lauren DeShong among all of the goal scorers here for WPI. So they have won 2 in a row. The Seahawks fall to 6-3. They'll return to conference play on Friday. They're 0-2 in the CCC, looking for their first conference win. They'll be at Western New England on Friday at 6 p.m. The Engineers, meanwhile, they improve to 7-2, and they will next play on Saturday at 11 a.m. up at Wellesley. I want to thank our entire staff and production crew, Clay Brochu, for providing our cam work here this evening, and to you for joining and listening with us here on the Salve Athletics Network. Once again, your final here tonight, WPI 8, Salve Regina 3. I am Andrew Pizzelli. Have a good night, everyone.